to how you are playing so well right now?
A lot of great players and plays around me, honestly. I don't think I was my best tonight, far from it. But when you got a defense like this that holds them to 6 points, a kicker that will kick it from anywhere, and guys making plays, they make my job easier, so thankful for them.
Make sure you put that on Twitter. There you go, buddy. Buddy, you got the Appreciate you guys. Micah. Great game, Dad.
Thank you.
What's up, hell yeah. What's up, man? Woo! Hell yeah. What's up, man? Woo!
They had one of the victory something. Why not?
Hey. You want to get up there?
Hey.
Talked about it. That's a line moment right there. That was outstanding. We did exactly what we said we were going to do. All right, most importantly, J. Lou.
Yeah,
Look, we talked about protecting our way of life, man.
Well,
and that shit happens every day, man, as long as we living, bro. Let's get it, hey, let's get in this film room and see what we did wrong, fix it, and come back stronger, bro. Yes. Bro. Cowboys on 3, Cowboys on 3, 1, 2, 3. Cowboys!
He just know how to lead a team, so I'm just happy I'm part of it. We did that.
Talk about your matchup with A.J. Brown and just being able to limit him in the way you did. Why do you think you found so much success?
I think I've been doing this my whole career, covering the best guy, following him. And, like I said before, it's exciting because the ball coming your way. And, I get up for those type of moments.
You guys forced 3 fumbles tonight, and it felt like y'all were punching at the ball every opportunity you got. Was that an emphasis coming in, or that's just the way the defense plays?
Yeah, Coach Quinn, he told us this week, the ball's going to be alive. And we was able to get those turnovers to turn the game around, and we just got to keep doing that each week.
Is Trayvon going to give you any tips about Steph?
Yeah, he go through me because he obviously know him well, so it's gonna be exciting. Yeah.
What do you say about the when did you know you'd be traveling with him as much as you did, and then how excited do you get for a matchup like that?
I mean, I told him I wanted him because you know the ball will go to him and you can make plays. So, like I said before, I've done it my whole career, and you know it likes fire in me because you know I love those moments going against other great guys on the other side of the ball.
There was a moment where you two were face mask to face mask after a third down play for 8, 9, 10 seconds, and you guys were the mano-a-mano moments like that, and you end up coming out victorious in a game like this one. You talk about lighting the fire with you. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's just two competitors going out there competing, you know, going to war, battling, and, you know, we just...
The best I can do. The best I can do.
What was the battle like for you?
Last night I woke up with 102, 3 fever, just like, I mean, I took as many drugs and IVs as a man possibly could take to be able to play today, and just need to just go home and rest.
So what you're saying is we should all keep our distance?
For sure.
Micah, what was the significance to this in your mind? You guys got 3 takes.
You know, after I saw him and Bosa's film, I just felt like I had to go against him just because as a rusher, I wanted the best. And, you know, he gave me good competition, but, you know, I think today's one of them days where I just win.
Micah Parsons talked about how he battled.
Overall, how did you think that you played today?
Solid enough to get the win. I told you before, I'm my biggest critic. I don't think I played, obviously not my best game. I'm a completions guy. I want to get completions. I want to get it rolling. There was a streak there that was, I mean, I don't know, it felt like 7 to 10 or so that a few incompletions in a row. But then we got it going. We got it back going, got it back on track. Great 2-minute drive. Different things, but at the end of the day, defense played their asses off. Kicker was great. Aubrey was great. Yeah, so obviously did enough to win, but I always want to be better.
Dak Todd, Archer with ESPN. With what your head coach went through this week, what does it say that he was out there? Was any part of tonight about supporting him in any kind of way and getting a win for him?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we talked earlier in the week, I said, you know, we had a great practice on Thursday, and part of that was making sure that we prepared the right way, take as much stress as we can off of his.
Jalen, after a loss like that, what will stick with you most?
Just the missed opportunities. Taking advantage of our opportunities. We talk about executing every week and how important that is. And you know, I feel like we put ourselves in good position and get to that high red zone area many a times. And we turned the ball over when we got there. And so I have to do a better job of, you know, protecting the ball and, you know, creating that energy for us. You know, just got to be better with that.
John, can you walk us through what happened on the 4th and 9 play when they sent 6?
Yeah, we came up short there. Short there. It was a great executed play by the defense. They did a really good job, and they got us.
You mentioned a lot throughout the season about the standard throughout the game. Like you mentioned, the turnovers, they start to pile up. There was a few drops at seam. As those things continue throughout a game, where do you recalibrate? What's it like in that moment?
It's all about knowing the process and trusting in the process and trusting in the guys around you. You know, there's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be adversity you have to come through, but it's all about how you respond to it. And the beautiful thing about it is we control how we respond to it, and we just have to keep pushing away. That's as simple as that.
What should happen for List to fix?
I can keep it simple and just say win. We've done a lot of that for a long time. In these last 2 games, we haven't been able to do that. And so, you know, it comes down to executing.
Jalen, do you think you guys have had a lack of discipline the last couple of weeks? You seem to be a very
very clean team most of the time, but it seems like there's been some sloppy play, whether it's turnovers or penalties or things like that.
Yeah, I think there's a number of things, right? When you think about why isn't something operating in the fashion of maybe we expected to, or may expect it to, and it's just all about controlling the things that we can. You want to be disciplined, you want to operate in a high manner, you want to eliminate penalties and obviously produce points and get stops, turnovers, and do things like that. But this is something we're going through, not necessarily stuck in, and that's something that I believe in. We have to be able to learn from it, and we will. It's an eagerness to just continue to press on.
You guys have fallen behind by at least 10 points in each of the last 4 games. How hard is that, to play from behind? I know you won the first couple of those, but the last 2 games especially, just how hard is it, to fall behind and then have to play?
It's all teachable moments. It's a teachable moment to say that it's not easy to do so all the time. As relentless of a team we are, I always believe we always have an opportunity, but we have to help ourselves with protecting the ball. We have to help ourselves with being efficient in the red zone and taking advantage of our opportunities in all 3 phases.
Before that long 4th down, you took that shot on 2nd and 11. What went through that kind of situation and then leading through that?
I don't know. I don't know which play you're referring to.
Before the 4th and 9, when they sent 6, the couple plays before that, I think you went to Devontae deep.
Yeah.
What did you see them in that situation?
Yeah, I just was, a couple inches off. It's a game of inches.
What happened on the phone?
They had a good technique in their rips. Seems like they had really good technique in all 3 of their turnovers, so it's a testament to them, and we got to be better. I have to be better with my ball security as a runner.
You mentioned the adversity. What's your role as a leader to make sure that you guys respond to it the way you want to?
It's always a self-evaluation in that win, lose, or draw. It's always a self-evaluation of how could I be better for my teammates, and what can I do to help us be a better football team? How can I do my job better? And it simply starts with an honest evaluation of that, and then leading and taking action and doing things and leading by example, and then bringing guys along with you. And so, like I said, it's as simple as it's something we're going through, not something we're stuck in. And I think the will for this team to get things done is going to continue to be challenged, and it's all in how we respond to that. And I think it's a beautiful opportunity for us. You have to have a hunger, you have to have a will and want to, and I think we got the right guys to do that. I just think it's something simply that we're going through.
In your mind, is a loss a loss, or does it matter how you lose?
I think it's a lesson. I think they're all lessons. We learn more about ourselves. We learn more about what we need to improve on, and we just need to capitalize on this moment because it is an opportunity for us. We've played some really good football teams all year, and we've been challenged and stretched out in a ton of different ways. And so we just have to continue to grow from all of those experiences, win, lose, or draw. That's what this game is about. The moment you stop learning, the moment you should probably hang it up and leave it alone. And so that's the mindset we have. Obviously, everything is about winning, and finding ways to do so. But you don't win without losing.
You said twice now that this is kind of something that you're going through and that you're not necessarily stuck in it. What gives you the confidence that this is temporary and that you can right this ship?
Because like I said, you don't win without losing. You don't win without some type of adversity, and that's just the name of it. We love to come out here and be perfect, but perfection is only an illusion. It's about challenging yourself, learning from your mistakes, and being better. And we all have to be better, and that starts with me. That starts with me as a quarterback. That starts with me as a leader, the tone that I set. And so I embrace that challenge.
Thank you.
Out 2 weeks in a row. You know, and let's be honest, we got punched in the mouth 2 weeks in a row. We got a little blood dripping from our lip, but the thing about this team is, you know, we'll get it stitched up, get all the corrections, and, you know, now we have a little bit more time to think about it. We'll play till Monday, so now we got to really dive into what's going on and, you know, what teams are doing to us scheme-wise and correct it, hold each other accountable, which we will do, and move on.
Games and you know, big point differential losses.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, he's pissed off at halftime. He was fired up, trying to rally the troops, and you know, just not two really poor performances. But you know, I think Nick feels the same way that we all do, and that you know we can play much better than we're playing right now, and you know we're going to go back to back to working on it this week.
What's top?
Fire away.
Nick, where are you at? Is this, I mean, at 10-3, but 2 losses to 2 teams that are contenders in the conference, where do you feel like you guys are at?
Yeah, you know, obviously we got to play a little bit better. There's no doubt about that. Wasn't our best 2 performances in a row, and we'll just pick ourselves up. Again, you don't look at it like we got to win our next. You just got to win our next game. So I just say where we are is 10-3, like you said, and ready to play our next game. And make sure we make the corrections off of this game.
What does a moment like this demand from a head coach? What's your role in getting these guys right, getting you guys where you want to be?
Yeah, just the same as it is if you win 5 in a row or win 2 in a row. Play the next play, move on, learn from your mistakes. You know, just like it is, and get the guys ready to play physically, get the guys ready to play mentally, have the right message for the week based off of what's going on, manage the game well. Same. My role's the same as it's always been, and now we're going through some adversity, and so adversity can do a couple things to you. It can break you, or it can make you way better. And I know that everybody that's in that locker room has been through shit in their lives and has made it to this point. They've made it to this point because of the shit they've been through. And so that adversity has made a lot of us in that locker room where we are today. And we got to remember that. We got to internalize that, and we got to, you know, make sure that the adversity that we're facing right now, we're able to get through and make sure we get better from it.
What's top of the list to fix?
Yeah, I gotta go out and watch the rest of this game, and figure out what's exactly what it is. You know, we have some thoughts. Obviously, today it was a lot about the turnovers. It was a lot about you know, early on in the game, early on in the first half. But to say I have the magic answer right now, I don't think that's realistic. But today, what it was about was some turnovers. And then just got to start a little bit faster.
Nick, they put a flag on the first touchdown, the Cowboys' first touchdown, then they picked it up. Did you get an explanation from that as to why?
Yeah, they said there wasn't restriction or separation on it. So we thought they actually made the right call there based off of the information I was getting upstairs. They threw the flag, but, you know, just because they throw the flag doesn't mean they don't get to talk about it and make the flag the right. They got a tough job to do. The officials really have a tough job to do. I thought they, you know, based off the information I got upstairs, that they made the right call. You know, you don't want them to pick up a flag, but shoot, if you're on the other side of that and they discuss and make the right call from it, then you give a hats off to them because they got a tough job to do, and I think they did the right thing on that particular play.
Can you explain why the offense has struggled so much? Can you explain why the offense has struggled the way it has? And it's not just tonight.
Yeah, I'll just talk about tonight, Howard. You know, where we struggled today, I thought we moved the ball up and down the field pretty well against a good defense, but, you know, they did a good job taking the football away from us. 3 turnovers on fumbles. You know, they got us to punt, I think, the 2 times there. And just I really thought a lot of it was about the turnovers, because I thought Jalen did a good job of kind of going to the right place with the football. Guys were getting to the spots they needed to, but we uncharacteristically turned it over on some fumbles.
Do you think your team's discipline has slipped the last 2 weeks, whether it be penalties or turnovers or just sort of attention to detail. For example, on the first drive, I think it was Jordan's false start.
Yep.
It's probably going to be a delay game anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I don't know what you're saying on that. I didn't see that part. As far as the delay of game, we just had the false start on that one. Do I think that, listen, we haven't played detailed enough. We haven't coached detailed enough the last 2 games, and we are what we put on tape. So if you asked about the discipline, with us, we're not good. We're not doing well enough right now, coaching or playing. So we can, that's just the facts. We haven't done a good enough job against 2 really good teams the last 2 games. Again, starts with coaching, then goes to execution.
Defensively speaking, did anything carry over from last game? You had 6 drives that resulted in a touchdown, and then carried over.
No, I don't think it carried over from last game. This was a new game. Again, didn't start fast either side of the ball. Got down 10-0. But I don't think it carried over from last game.
So why have there been defensive struggles
early
in the
on?
First half?
Again, they've done a nice job attacking us. We got to start faster. We got to start faster with our plan as coaches. First of all, put them in the right spots, and then we got to execute. So it's been both. I don't think when you've been down like we have in the first half, it's never just, hey, it's all this, right? If we knew it was all this, then we'd do everything we could do to fix it. But again, in the beginning stages, we're not coaching well enough, we're not playing well enough, and it's my job as the head coach to make sure that we start fast. So I'm not doing a good enough job for us starting fast. We've played way more from behind, and we obviously have to figure that out.
Particularly on third down defensively, you said that was something you guys are going to look at this week. What do you attribute the struggles tonight for that?
Yeah, again, that's something I have to watch the tape and figure that out. They hit. We got a big turnover there on third down. They hit a explosive play on third down there at the end of the game. I think they had another explosive play on Dak. Really made a really nice play to Ferguson for an explosive play. So I think they had maybe 3 explosives on third down. I think they had a couple third and shorts that they ended up executing on, but. Yeah, again, you can't give up I think one early on a third and short, they had an explosive on that as well. So again, it's not just about them executing for the conversion, but also the explosive plays, which end up leading to points when you have explosive plays. Again, we'll have to look at the film, see what went down. I'd hate to give an answer before I know exactly what's going on. But again, we got to coach better, we got to play better.
On the 4th and 8. Go through the situation there, and it seemed like they brought 6 there to get a short crosser there. Was there supposed to be some help from Brown? Could you just kind of describe that situation?
Yeah, they played man-to-man. They brought 6. We had 6 in protection. Have a play on that we feel pretty good against some different man-to-man types of defenses that we go against. This case, it didn't work.
On that sequence there, why the decision to go for it there on the 4th down and then the play before? What did you want out of that 3rd and 11?
Yeah, again, you saw what we did. We tried to throw it short, get a catch and run, which, if as you've seen, most of a lot of our situations in games, we've hit that and got a catch and run. This particular case, we didn't get as many yards. They did a good job defending it. We ended up only getting 2, obviously. There, thought in that particular point in the game that we were going to be down 2 possessions. If I kicked the field goal or didn't get it. So I thought in that particular case that was the right thing to do. Obviously, we didn't get it in that particular one, and hats off to them. Gilmore made a good play there.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Can y'all feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we're about to get into? They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing is beating your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today, I got to have it.